Hello, my dear students. In today's class, we'll take up a very important chapter, that is water, a precious resource. Precious means valuable, बहुमूल्य भन्छ नि हामी नेपालीमा है, त्यसको चाहिँ एकदमै अनमोल चीज जुन चाहिँ हुन्छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामी precious भन्छ. So water is a precious resource. Why is water known as precious resource? किनभने all the living beings, they require water for their survival. So water is a precious resource. Do you think all the living organisms, they require water for their survival? चाहिन्छ होला living organisms like including the humans? Yes, all the living organisms, they need water for their survival. What is the importance of water for living organisms? Importance of water. Importance of water ma ke aउँछ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ water, first importance is that water breaks down food molecules, okay, with the help of oxygen and water. Okay, it breaks down food molecules to generate energy. Okay, to generate energy during respiration. So water is important for energy generation. Okay, first importance. Arko, water dissolves a number of substances. Right? Dissolves a number of substances for transporting it to various parts of the body. Transporting it to various parts of the body of living organism. Okay, so pani ma चाहिँ थुप्रो substances dissolve हुन्छ. Dissolve भएपछि these are carried from one place to another place, or here from one part of the body to another part. So water, it plays an important role. Human beings को लागि why is water important भन्दाखेरि it helps in digestion and absorption of food. Okay, it helps in digestion and absorption of food. So digestion, absorption, without water it will not take place. Alright, water also helps to maintain the body temperature. Maintain our body temperature. That is why water is considered to be a very important resource, to be a very precious resource, not only for human beings but for other living organisms. That means other plants, other animals also. Alright? So this is all about the importance of water, or why is water required by living organisms. Abo living organisms, we humans are also living organisms, so we also require water. So we require water for a number of activities. Hami every day we do a number of activities that use water. Okay, so can you list some of the activities that human beings do every day that requires water? Just I'll give you one example, then you'll be able to list the other activities. Okay, so first now when I wake up in the morning, I go and brush my teeth, wash my face. So for that I need water. So brushing teeth ko lagi water chahiyo. Yastै हाम्रो दिनभरिमा every day ma we do a lot of activities that relates or that requires water. So can you think of some of the activities? के activities हुन सक्छ जसमा चाहिँ हामीलाई पानी चाहिन्छ? Main the drinking ko lagi, हैन, for cooking our food, for washing clothes. So many, there are so many activities that requires water. So let us list some of the activities that require water. Okay, that require water. So first matter, most important is for drinking. Okay, we require water for drinking. We require water for bathing. नुहाउनुको लागि we need water every day, हैन? अनि we require water for brushing teeth. for brushing teeth, we require water for cooking, we require water for cleaning, we require water in the toilet. When we visit the toilet, that time also we require water, and we also require water for washing clothes. So these are some of the activities that we do every day that requires water. Now, can you roughly estimate how much water is required for doing these activities? तपाईलाई थाहा छ होला हामीलाई कति पानी चाहिन्छ, कति लिटर पानी चाहिन्छ to do all these activities. So तपाईलाई रफ अहिले म I will give you a rough estimation. तपाईलाई कति exactly तपाईलाई कति पानी चाहिँदो रहेछ every day to do all these activities भन्दाखेरि you use water. अब भोलि तपाईले के गर्नुहोस्, बिहानदेखिको तपाईले कति पानी युज गर्नु हुँदै रहेछ है, त्यसलाई नापेर लाइक यु क्यान युज मेबी के अरे 1 लिटरको वाटर बोतलबाट नापेर तपाईलाई कति पानी चाहिँदो रहेछ दिनभरिमा, कति युज गर्नु हुँदो रहेछ, यु क्यान क्याल्कुलेट. ओके, सो हियर आई गिभ यु अ रफ एस्टिमेसन अफ हाउ मच वाटर वी रिक्वायर एभ्री डे. ओके, से ड्रिङ्किङको लागि वी युज अलमोस्ट 4 लिटर्स वाटर. ओके, bathing ko lagi we require around 20 liters of water, brushing teeth ko lagi 1 liter, cooking ko lagi we need around 10 liters of water, cleaning ko lagi 10 liters, in the toilet we use 10 liters, for washing clothes we need around 20 liters. So total kati bhayo? 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. Okay, let us suppose हामीलाई washing clothes को लागि 15 liters मात्रै चाहिन्छ अरे. ओके, 15 liters चाहिन्छ अरे. अलराइट, सो 15 liters भनेपछि कति भयो? 20 र 5, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65 and 70. So we require around 70 liters of water every day. यो rough estimation हो है. Around 80 नै हामीलाई पानी we use. Okay, now suppose if I say you have only 50 liters of water every day. तपाईलाई मैले कोटा दिए, अब म 50 liters मात्रै वाटर सप्लाई गर्न सक्छु तपाईलाई. अब तपाईले चाहिँ के गर्नु पर्यो, यो अब 70 liters लाई घटाएर you have to reduce your water consumption and bring it down to 50. Okay, so 50 liters ल्याउनुको लागि तपाईले कसरी 50 liters ल्याउन सक्छ? अब यो जति पनि एक्टिभिटीज छ, यो एक्टिभिटीजमा तपाईले वाटर कन्जम्पसनलाई यु हेभ टु रिड्युस वाटर कन्जम्पसन. अब ड्रिङ्किङमा त वी क्यानट रिड्युस हैन, बिकज ड्रिङ्किङ त भेरी भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट हो. इट इज रिक्वायर्ड फर अल द एक्टिभिटीज द्याट गोज इनसाइड आवर बडी, सो वी क्यानट कम्प्रोमाइज इन ड्रिङ्किङ. बेदिङमा त वी क्यान कम्प्रोमाइज नि, बेदिङमा अलिकति कम्ती वी क्यान युज वाटर. ओके, सो सपोज we can say, I say that we can use 4 liters of water in drinking. Bathing ma khali हामीले 15 liters suppose use गरे. Brushing teeth को लागि 1 liter. Cooking को लागि let us say reduce गरेर 8 liters बनाए हामीले. Cleaning को लागि let us say 8 liters बनायो. Toilet मा let us say 4 liters मात्रै हामीले use गर्यो. र for washing clothes let us say 10 liters मात्रै हामीले use गर्यो भने कति भयो होला हेर्नुस् त. 15 plus 4, 19, 20, 28, 36, 40, 50. So it came down to 50 liters. Okay, so यस्तो पाराले के गर्न सकिन्छ भन्दाखेरि हामीले जहाँनिर वेस्टेज गर्दैछ, जहाँनिर अलिकति कम्ती पानीले पनि हुन सक्छ, त्यस्तो जग्गामा we can reduce the amount of water consumption and bring it down. Okay, so यस्तो पाराले water consumption लाई चाहिँ अलिकति हामीले घटाउन सक्छौं. Now, अब अझै मैले तपाईलाई अब मैले म 20 liters मात्रै पानी दिन्छु तपाईलाई है. I suppose imagine I am giving you only 20 liters of water and I am telling you have to use this water throughout the day. तपाईले यो 20 भन्दा बेसी पाउँदैन भनेर मैले भने नि, can you manage in 20 liters of water? No, it will be very difficult for you to manage in 20 liters water. किनभने हेर्नुस् त, तपाईलाई खानु जरुरी छ, यो भइहाल्यो. अब कुकिङमा पनि जरुरी छ, क्लिनिङमा पनि जरुरी छ. सो यतिमा नै यहाँनिर कति भयो, 18 त यहीँ गइहाल्यो. 19, 20, 21, 22 भयो ड्रिङ्किङ सँग त. सो इट विल बी भेरी डिफिकल्ट फर यु टु म्यानेज, or it will be quite not possible for you to manage in this 20 liters of water. Okay, so according to United Nations, there is an organization called United Nations. It is an international organization. And यो United Nations ले चाहिँ के गर्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ it maintains peace, it maintains friendly relations, it maintains a security between various countries or various nations. So यो United Nations एउटा international organization हो, peace ल्याउँछ all over the world मा. Okay, so according to United Nations, it has recommended 50 liters of water per person every day. Okay, so United Nations, the United Nations has recommended a minimum भनेको कम्तीको पनि एउटा मान्छेलाई चाहिँ कति चाहिन्छ 50 liters of water every day. A minimum of 50 liters of water per person, एउटा मान्छेलाई per person every day. So अघि मैले तपाईलाई 20 liters मा काम चलाउनु भन्दै थिए नि त, हुन्छ रहेछ? possible हुँदै रहेछ? No, it is not possible because a person requires minimum 50 liters of water every day. Now, are all the people in the world getting this 50 liters of water every day? पाउँदै होला जम्मै संसारको सबै मान्छेले? No. Okay, there are people who are not getting access to this 50 liters of water every day. If you are getting 50 liters of water every day, then you are among the lucky ones, then you are very fortunate, है? तर यस्तो संसारमा यस्तो मान्छेहरू पनि छ जसले 50 liters of water every day they do not get clean drinking water, clean water for human consumption. Okay, so water scarcity, it is today it is one of the major problem of the world. Okay, there is major shortage of water. There is a major shortage of water. Major shortage of water in the world today. Shortage of water. Right? In a few years, अझै अब भन्दा let us say 5-10 years ma, okay, more than 1/3 of the people, more than 1/3 of the people of the world, 1/3 of the people of the world will face this shortage. Okay, will face this shortage of water. हेर्नुस् त, सो कति पानीको कमी रहेछ, कति संसारमा मान्छेले पानी पाएको छैन है। र त्यही कारणले चाहिँ सिन्स वाटर इज भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट, युनाइटेड नेसन्सले के गरेको छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ to observe and highlight the importance of water, United Nations has declared 22nd March as World Water Day. Right? To observe and highlight the importance of water, United Nations, short form of United Nations is UN. Okay, UN has declared 22nd March of every year. Okay, 22nd March say as World Water Day. Water चाहिँ एकदमै जरुरी भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ यो दिनमा चाहिँ people talk about water, they talk about the importance of water, मान्छेहरुमा awareness spread गर्नुको लागि चाहिँ एउटा दिन फिक्स गरेको छ, that is 22nd March as World Water Day. Though importance of water त every day नै थाहा हुनुपर्छ, तपाई र हामीलाई त झन् बेसी थाहा हुनुपर्छ, because we are studying about it and we have to spread this message to other people also. Water is very precious, very valuable. If we are getting water, 50 liters of water, that means we are very fortunate. So we should use this water wisely. भनेर तपाईले यो message सबैलाई you have to spread it throughout. Okay, now let us talk about the availability of water on earth. Availability भनेको कति पानी चाहिँ छ त अर्थमा. Okay, now you know that earth is also known as blue planet. थाहा छ तपाईलाई earth लाई blue planet पनि भन्छ भनेर. तपाईलाई I think you must have studied in classes 3, 4 or 5 that earth is known as blue planet, है भनिन्छ नि. Why it is known as blue planet भन्नुस् त? Because earth appears blue when seen from space. Okay, so earth is also known as blue planet. Okay, blue planet भनिन्छ यसलाई, as it appears blue when seen from earth. Sorry, when seen from space. Space बाट जति पनि अर्थ को फोटोग्राफ्सहरु क्लिक गरेर पठाएको छ सैटेलाइट्सहरुले, जसमा अर्थ इज लुकिङ भेरी ब्लू. ओके, सो त्यही कारणले यसलाई ब्लू प्लानेट भनिन्छ. अब किन अर्थ ब्लू देखेको भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ अर्थ appears blue because around 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. Okay, Earth's surface is covered with water. बुझ्नु हुँदैछ नि है? 71% of the earth डल्लै 100% हो भने त्यसमा 71% चाहिँ पानी छ अर्थमा. That is why it is known as blue planet. अब यत्रो बेसी पानी रहेछ नि, ल्यान्ड त कम्ती मात्रै रहेछ, पानी नै पानीले भरिएको रहेछ अर्थ. तर पनि why there is a scarcity of water, why there is shortage of water on earth भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ because the water that is available for consumption or for human use त्यो चाहिँ भन्छ हामी फ्रेश वाटर. फ्रेश वाटर चाहिँ हामीले युज गर्नु सक्छ, मान्छेहरूले युज गर्नु सक्छ. ओके, तर यो फ्रेश वाटर चाहिँ एकदमै कम्ती मात्रामा छ नि त अर्थमा. द्याट इज वाइ we face shortage of water or we face scarcity of water. Okay, so however, right, most of this water is saline water. यो जति पनि 71% water छ त्यो चाहिँ saline water हो. saline water भनेको चाहिँ salty water, पानी नुन फिटेको पानी त्यस्तो तपाईहरुले खानु सक्छ, युज गर्नु सक्छ, कन्जम्पसन नो. सो इट इज saline water in oceans, seas, हैन, seas, oceans हरुमा अवेलेबल हुन्छ यो चाहिँ. त्यही कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ this cannot be used for, okay, so this cannot be used for human consumption, which cannot be used for human, which cannot be used. So यसलाई त युज गर्नु भएन नि, कन्जम्पसन को लागि युज गर्नु सकिँदैन. So only a small amount of water is available as fresh water, okay, fresh water that can be used for consumption. बुझ्नु भयो? Only a very small amount of water, भनेको कति भन्दा चाहिँ around 1% of water मात्रै it is available for consumption. Rest मा आदि हुन्छ, आदि भन्दा बेसी त saline water हुन्छ. Fresh water मा पनि most of the fresh water is locked up. Where is it locked up? It is locked up in glaciers, it is locked up in mountain ranges. Okay, so त्यसमा लक भएको कारणले गर्दा we cannot use it for consumption. So त्यही कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ जति कन्जम्पसन को लागि वाटर अवेलेबल छ त्यो त less than 1% अवेलेबल हुन्छ. Okay, how most of this fresh water, most of the fresh water is locked up, in glaciers, it is locked up in glaciers. It is also locked up in ice caps and permanent snow. Okay, permanent snow, and not available, and is not readily available. So fresh water हामीले ह्युमन युजको लागि फ्रेश वाटर हामीले कहाँबाट पाउँछ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ फर ह्युमन युज फ्रेश वाटर इज available from rivers. It is available from ponds and lakes, right? Some amount of fresh water is also available as groundwater. जमिनको मुनि पनि हुन्छ नि, प्लेन साइडहरुतिर कुवा खनेर निकालेको हुन्छ, that is groundwater. So that is fresh water that can be used for human consumption. So हेर्नुस् त, अर्थ यस्तो ब्लू देख्छ, यति बेसी पानी छ, but still we say that we are facing shortage of water or scarcity of water. Why? Because the water that can be used is known as fresh water, and that your fresh water त less than 1% छ नि त हामीलाई available on earth. त्यही कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ we consider water to be a very precious resource. किन precious, किन valuable, कम्ती मात्रा मात्रै छ अर्थमा, अनि त्यही कारणले चाहिँ यो चाहिँ एउटा precious natural resource हो. Okay, now अब whatever fresh water is present on earth, त्यो पनि very evenly distribute पनि भएको छैन. evenly distribute भनेको संसारको सबै कुनामा बराबरी distribute भएको छैन नि त. कोही ठाउँ बेसी fresh water छ, कोही ठाउँमा कम्ती मात्रामा मात्रै there is fresh water. Okay, so there is uneven distribution of fresh water also. अनि the areas which do not have enough fresh water, the people living over there, the people residing there, they have to face a lot of problems. Okay, so the people who live in areas that have very little fresh water, they face many problems. So what are the problems that are faced by the uneven by people that live in areas which have less fresh water? भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ also this fresh water is not evenly distributed on earth. Evenly distributed on earth. Some places do not have enough fresh water. प्रशस्त मात्रामा fresh water हुँदैन. So the people living there face numerous problems. Okay, face numerous problems. What are some of the problems भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ some of the problems are they have to walk long distances to fetch water. Okay, so first problem say they have to walk long distances to fetch water. हैन, तपाईहरु याद छ नि, त्यही कारणले चाहिँ कतिवटा जग्गामा जहाँनिर पानीको स्केर्सिटी छ, the children over there they do not get education, they do not get to go to school. तपाईहरु जस्तो तपाईहरु त कति लकी, हामी कति लकी, we are able to go to school every day. हैन, अहिले because of COVID only we are not able to go, otherwise we go to school every day, we get education every day, we get to know about the world, we get to learn about so many things in school. every day, na? But there are so many children who are not able to go to school because they have to fetch water. They have to walk so many kilometers, 20 kilometers, 25 kilometers to fetch just one bucket of water. Right? So these are all problems. So you people are very, very lucky. You should take advantage of that. Right? So especially girls, they cannot go to school because they have to go to bring water. Okay? And the second problem the people face is that they have to buy water. हेर्नुस् त कतिवटा जग्गामा पानी छैन भने पानी किन्नु पर्छ नि है ट्याङ्करहरुमा आउँछ पानी ठुलो ठुलो ट्याङ्करहरुमा लिएर आउँछ we have to buy water so that is another problem अर्को another problem can be that states fight for water you know that there is a famous way of fight between two states that is Tamil Nadu and Karnataka Kaveri river flow garcha Tamil Nadu र कर्नाटकामा so they fight for that access to Kaveri river हैन so किन पानीको shortage भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ they are fighting for that access to water so these are the problems that is created by uneven distribution of water on the earth. Okay, uneven distribution. Now let us talk about the effect of water scarcity. So if there is shortage of water on earth, के हुन्छ त? Okay, effect of water scarcity on earth. So when water scarcity happens, it will not only affect human beings. हामीलाई मात्रै affect हुँदैन है, human beings लाई मात्रै affect हुँदैन. There are plants who will get affected. There are animals who will get affected. Okay, so यस्तो पाराले चाहिँ plants र animals हरु चाहिँ affect हुन्छ. Okay, so let us talk about the effect of water scarcity. Right? Now, first effect will be it affects के कसलाई affect गर्दो रहेछ भन्दा human life मान्छेलाई obviously affect गर्छ it affects wildlife हैन wildlife भनेको जीव जन्तुहरु it affects nature it affects plants and it will also affect animals so सबैलाई affect गर्छ okay अब secondly यसले के गर्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ lack of clean drinking water has led to the death of many animals हेर्नुस् त सफा पानी नपाएको कारणले गर्दा पिउने पानी नपाएको कारणले गर्दा कतिवटा एनिमल्सहरु मर्छ स्पेशली इन द ड्राई सिजन ओके गरममा त्यति बेला चाहिँ पुरा बेसी के रे एनिमल्सहरु मर्छ अर्को इफेक्ट के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ प्लान्ट्स लुज देयर ग्रीन कलर किनभने प्लान्ट्सले they absorb minerals from the soil water and minerals from the soil minerals त पानी सँगसँगै absorb गर्छ नि त पानी छैन भने minerals absorb हुँदैन minerals absorb भएन भने the plant will not be able to maintain their green color okay so the plants will lose their green color and dry up सुक्खा हुन्छ and die so they will eventually the plants will die and the plants मर्यो भने त झन् कति problems हुन्छ हैन earth मा so plants अर्को छ plants cannot perform photosynthesis one of the very important process that occurs on earth most important भनौं न है that is photosynthesis छैन भने संसारमा केही पनि हुँदैन तर पानी छैन भने फेरि photosynthesis हुँदैन plants cannot perform photosynthesis so there will be shortage of food किनभने photosynthesis बाट त के बनिन्छ food बनिन्छ shortage of food leading to worldwide hunger त्यहाँदेखिको संसार भरिमा प्राणीहरु सबै भोकै हुँदै मर्छ okay so that is one अर्को there will be shortage of oxygen okay na how there will be shortage of oxygen भन्नुस् त कसरी हुन्छ पानी छैन भने shortage of oxygen कसरी भयो? Because if there is no water, there will be no photosynthesis. Photosynthesis भएन भने food पनि बनिँदैन, oxygen will also not be released. So it will lead to the shortage of oxygen. And the food र oxygen छैन भने त संसारमा केही पनि हुँदैन. Okay, and lastly there will be changes in climate. Okay, climate मा change आउँछ किनभने rainfall र as rainfall and water cycle will be affected. Okay, rainfall and water cycle will be affected. So here's the scarcity of water by many. So many problems will arise on earth and all the living organisms will not survive. So in short, water is very important for the survival of all the living organisms. If there is no water, there will be no life on earth. Okay, so yahanira हामीले एउटा कुरा लेख्यो, water cycle. We've already studied about water cycle in class 6. Class 6 मा तपाईहरुले पढेको छ water cycle को विषयमा. So we'll just recap whatever we've learned in class 6 over here. Okay, तपाईहरुले already पढेको छ, त्यो पढेको कुरालाई अलिअलि हामीले रिभाइज गरौँ न. Okay, so let us study about water cycle. Okay, so first let us define water cycle. The continuous circulation of water from the Earth's surface, right, from the Earth's surface to atmosphere, and from atmosphere back to Earth. You know, back to Earth is known as water cycle. So के हुँदो रहेछ यहाँनिर? सर्कुलेसन अफ वाटर, मुभमेन्ट अफ वाटर हुन्छ. कहाँबाट भन्दाखेरि अर्थको सर्फेस देखिको एटमोस्फियरमा, द्याट मिन्स एयरमा जान्छ, फेरि एयरबाट इट विल कम ब्याक टु दि अर्थ's surface, and that is known as water cycle. So let us study briefly about water cycle. अब अर्थमा where is water present? Where is water present on earth? It is present in the water bodies. Water bodies भन्नाले it is rivers, lakes, ponds, seas, oceans, all these are water bodies. So water is present in water bodies and it is also present as underground water. Again, हामीले पढेको छ. Okay, so water is present in water bodies and underground water. Underground water. So this water will now get changed into vapor. कसरी भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ heat from the sun causes water to change into water vapor. This process is called evaporation. This process is called evaporation. So के हुँदो रहेछ फर्स्टमा वाटर साइकलमा भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ water that is present in the water bodies will get heated, and from that water bodies water will change into vapor. Causes water from water bodies पनि लेखौँ न, from water bodies. So from water bodies say heat भएपछि it will change into water vapor. So that process is called evaporation. Now underground water बाट पनि some portion of water will get evaporated. Again this will become vapor and that is called evaporation. Plus underground water bodies बाट मात्रै नभएर we have studied about one process in the previous class, that is transpiration. Do any of you remember what is transpiration? Water is lost from the leaves of the plant and that is known as transpiration. त्यो पनि water vapor को रूपमा निक्लिन्छ नि त स्टोमाटा बाट. So transpiration ले पनि के गर्दैछ? It is giving water vapor to the atmosphere. Okay, so the plants also lose water vapor to the atmosphere through transpiration. So transpiration बाट फेरि water vapor त्यहाँबाट पनि बन्ने. So water vapor कहाँबाट बनिँदैछ? From the water bodies when the water gets heated, from underground water when it gets heated, and also through transpiration. So water vapor बन्यो, that is evaporation. Okay, now what will happen to this water vapor? Water vapor rises upwards. This water vapor rises upwards. Because it is light, it will rise upwards, and when it reaches the high altitude, माथि पुग्दाखेरि चाहिँ rise upwards, when it reaches high altitudes, it becomes cool and changes back to droplets of water. This is called condensation. So के हुँदैछ? पहिला water got converted into vapor, that is evaporation. Now that vapor, it rose upwards, and when it reached high altitude, माथि great height मा पुगेपछि चाहिँ त्यहाँ माथि चिसो हुन्छ है, त्यो कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ now that water vapor will condense back into droplets of water. Okay, and these droplets of water form cloud. So आकाशमा जुन चाहिँ cloud छ त्यो चाहिँ यो droplets of water ले बन्नेको, form cloud है. As the droplets of water get added to the clouds, it will become drops of water. Droplet भनेको मसिनो हुन्छ, drop भनेको चाहिँ अलि ठुलो हुन्छ. Okay, so यसरी droplets त्यहाँ आयो, cloud बन्यो, फेरि droplets आयो, थुप्रियो, अझै ठुलो ठुलो हुँदै गयो. Drops बनेपछि the cloud can hold it no longer, then it will come back to the earth or it will fall back to the earth. Okay? When the cloud can hold no longer, the water drops or water falls back to the earth. In the form of rain and snow. So this is called precipitation. So third process के हुँदो रहेछ? Water cycle मा precipitation. Okay, so precipitation हुन्छ. Okay, precipitation भएपछि चाहिँ त्यो पानी चाहिँ cloud बाट भएको पानी चाहिँ it will fall to the earth as rain, or snow भनेको चाहिँ हिउँको रूपमा झर्छ. हिउँ चाहिँ कति बेला झर्छ? When the atmosphere outside is very very cool, एकदमै जाडो छ भने चाहिँ हिउँ पर्छ, नत्र भने चाहिँ पानी पर्छ. Okay, so this is known as precipitation. अब precipitation भयो, earth मा त्यो पानी आयो. Now this water will go back into the water bodies. Okay, some of this water, not all the water, some of this water will go back to the water bodies, हैन? And then some of the water will seep through the soil. अन्त त्यहाँदेखि अरु रहेको पानी चाहिँ soil बाट चाहिँ त्यो भित्र पस्छ. अनि त्यहाँदेखिको it will form the underground water. So finally जहाँबाट चाहिँ पानी atmosphere मा गएको थियो earth बाट, त्यही पानी चाहिँ फर्केर जान्छ. Okay, so that is water cycle. So some of this water some of this water goes back to water bodies or flows back to लेखौँ न बगेर जान्छ नि okay flows back to water bodies and some seep through the soil. This is known as infiltration. त्यसरी seep भयो भने soil भित्र पस्यो भने चाहिँ infiltration भन्छ. Infiltration. Okay, so यसको पाराले चाहिँ के हुन्छ? It will go back to the water bodies. So infiltration भएपछि चाहिँ groundwater is formed, resulting in recharging of groundwater. Okay, so यस्तो पाराले चाहिँ whatever water पहिला water bodies बाट ground water बाट evaporate भएको चाहिँ it will come back to the earth through this cycle and this is known as water cycle. So यस्तो पाराले through water cycle water circulates on earth. त्यही कारणले water चाहिँ के हुँदैन earth बाट चाहिँ हत्तपत्त सकेर चाहिँ जाँदैन. तर if there is disruption in this water cycle due to human activities then के हुन्छ rainfall घट्नु सक्छ अनि त्यहाँदेखि water bodies हरु बिस्तारै खोला नालाहरु सुक्दै जानु सक्छ leading to the scarcity of water. Okay, now let us move on to another subtopic, that is forms of water. Okay, forms of water. So when we studied about water cycle, we saw that water was circulating, right, from the earth's surface to the atmosphere and from the atmosphere back to the earth's surface. So your circulation हुँदाखेरि water circulated in three forms. Okay, so what are those three forms? Water is found in all three forms. Three forms. तपाईलाई याद छ नि matter कुनै पनि matter को तीनटा रूप हुन्छ, solid, liquid and gas. So water is a matter that is found in all the three forms. Okay, so first मा हुन्छ solid. First is solid. So solid चाहिँ कहाँनिर हुन्छ भन्दा it is present solid है, solid को रूपमा कहाँनिर present हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ present as ice and snow. So present as ice and snow. कहाँनिर हुन्छ भन्नुस् त solid को रूप, पानी को solid रूप चाहिँ के रहेछ? Ice and snow. So where is ice and snow present? It is present in mountains and it is present in glaciers. Okay, present as ice and snow in mountains and glaciers. So solid को रूपमा चाहिँ त्यहाँ हुन्छ water. Okay, second is the liquid form. Liquid form of water is water itself, हैन? Present as water where? In water bodies. It is present in water as water in water bodies. Water bodies भन्नाले rivers, lakes, हैन? Water bodies भनेको rivers, lakes, ponds, हैन? Seas and oceans. So यस्तोलाई चाहिँ water bodies भन्छ. So water bodies मा मात्रै नभएर कहाँ पनि हुन्छ, underground water मा पनि liquid को रूपमा हुन्छ. Okay, and then finally it occurs in the form of gas. Gas मा कहाँनिर हुन्छ? It is present as water vapor. Present as water vapor in the air or in the atmosphere. So यस्तो पाराले water exists in all the three forms, that is solid, liquid and gas. Okay, now let us talk about sources of fresh water. ओके सोर्सेस हामीलाई चाहिँ फ्रेश वाटर चाहिँ अब हामीले जुन चाहिँ ह्युमन युजको लागि छ त्यो फ्रेश वाटर चाहिँ हामीले कहाँबाट पाउँदो रहेछ भन्दाखेरि देयर आर 3 सोर्सेस अफ फ्रेश वाटर फर्स्ट इज ग्राउन्ड वाटर जुन चाहिँ त्यो ग्राउन्ड वाटर छ कुवा खनेर त्यो फ्रेश वाटर हो दैट क्यान बी युज्ड फर ह्युमन कन्जम्पसन सेकेन्ड इज सर्फेस वाटर सर्फेस वाटरमा चाहिँ कुन चाहिँ मात्रै हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ दैट इज इन रिभर्स लेक्स एन्ड पन्ड्समा मात्रै भाकोलाई चाहिँ हामी इट क्यान बी युज्ड एज फ्रेश वाटर दिस इज फ्रेश वाटर ओशन्स र सीजमा भएको चाहिँ कुन चाहिँ वाटर अरे सलाइन वाटर इट इज नट फ्रेश वाटर सो लास्टली छ रेन वाटर पानी रेन जुन चाहिँ आकाशबाट पानी पर्छ त्यो पनि इट इज अ सोर्स अफ फ्रेश वाटर सो इन इन्डिया वी हेभ अल दिस सोर्सेस अफ फ्रेश वाटर इन्डियामा वी हेभ एक्सेस टु अल दिस वाटर तीनै प्रकारको फ्रेश वाटर छ तर पनि वी आर फेसिङ स्क्यासिटी अफ वाटर इन इन्डिया Do you know why we are facing scarcity of water? Think about it, why India is facing scarcity of water. We'll discuss that in the next class. Bye-bye for now.